eastbound and down, loading up and trucking. Are we gonna do what they say can't be done? We've got it.
Morning, y'all. I hope y'all are having a great day so far. It is 7:23 a.m. in the morning. I just got out of the shower. Feel pretty good. Got myself clean. Today's going to be a little different. Something was brought up to me yesterday, and I thought I'd make a video about this so that way there was no misunderstandings about this. And as you can tell by the name on the video, I'm talking tires today. And I found some information online that I wanted to share with y'all, so that way if you're towing a travel trailer or a fifth wheel, or you're building out a van, or living in a car or whatever, I want to talk about the difference between a passenger tire and a light truck tire. I think this is going to be kind of important because if you build out a van, and I'll be honest, I have a friend of mine, Ren, that has built out it was a Dodge, I can't think of the name of it, but she built out a Dodge extended van, which is extra high, and she put a lot of stuff in it. And I don't know if she has light-duty truck tires, but there's some advantages and disadvantages of different tires to put on your vehicle. So I want to kind of go through those. Because I know there's going to be questions of, well, why do you have to have those tires on your truck? Okay, let me explain something. If you have a passenger truck or a light truck, like I have mine is a 2010 Ford F-150 heavy half, which means it's a heavy half ton, which I can tow a little more weight. It's kind of, I guess you could call it a 3/4 ton. It's not a 3/4 ton, but it's just called a heavy half. And if I bought regular passenger tires to put on it, just for driving around, that's perfectly fine. But what I have to take into consideration, and what you're going to have to take into consideration, what's the weight you're going to be towing? Are you going to be towing, 2,000 pounds, 7,000 pounds, 7,500? Right now I have about, I'm going to say close to 6,800 pounds that I'm going to be towing. The maximum towing capacity on my truck is 9,700. But I have to make sure that I have the tires that are going to be able to hold that. Regular, like if you go and get all-terrain tires, those are not going to help. You need a light truck tire or a light duty tire, which means, which you're going to have to get a 10-ply. It was explained to me day before yesterday when I went to Discount Tire, and I want to give them a huge shout out for helping me with this. Discount Tire has helped me quite a bit understand more about tires and why you have to have the tires you have to have. Now, if you're going to live this life, you're going to have to go with a light duty tire or an LT, and I'm going to show some examples like right up in here where the TV's at, and that way you can see what I'm talking about. And I'll put them up there, and you can pause the video and you can read them. I'm not going to go through them. I just kind of lightly skim through them, and I understand it, but there's no sense in me trying to explain it because, number one, I am old. Number two, I'm a redneck. And number three, I hate trying to explain stuff because my wording sucks so bad of trying to explain things. But my main reason for getting the new Cooper LTs, number one is they're 10-ply, which means they're very durable. Not only can they have the capacity to tow and hold up, but they also have the capacity to, I can haul stuff in the back of the truck while I'm towing, so it'll actually hold extra weight. The good things are they are so much more durable. The sidewalls are so much thicker. Now, the bad things about having LT tires is it's going to give you a rougher ride. But they're going to hold up more durable, and they will hold up more durable in off-road conditions. So anybody who lives this lifestyle knows that you're out in the desert. And I don't know how many flat tires I've had, but it's been quite a few. I think I've had maybe 4 since I've been out here. And that's because I've just had regular light truck tires, or passenger tires is what they call them. So I'm going to put that example right here, right now, which is a passenger tire, and it has a little P by it. And then you have a light truck tire, which has the LT in front of it, which is right here. Now, I need the light duty truck tire because of the weight that I'm towing and the weight that's in the back of the pickup truck. My truck has a really good ride. I don't know why, but I think it could be because it has airbags and stuff like that on it. But my truck does ride very well. Now, when I put the LTs on the back, I noticed it was a little bit rougher, but it was still a pretty decent ride. The thing that you're going to have to remember is, if you're building out a van, how much weight are you going to be putting in that? Because if you're using, if you're using a regular passenger tire, you're going to be putting a lot of weight on those tires. And the way it was explained to me at Discount Tire, the more weight you put on a passenger tire, they can't handle that. Passenger tires are mainly for light trucks, SUVs, and things like that, and vans. Oh my God, see, I told you I would screw it up. The light truck tires, when you buy a vehicle, you get regular passenger tires on it. And I had the Toyo ATs. I don't remember what the whole name of the Toyo tires were, but they were regular passenger tires that were on the truck because it was just, that's what they had on it. I noticed myself from personal experience when I put the trailer on the back and started towing the trailer that it went, my tread on my tires started going very fast. And that's because they're not a light-duty tire or a LT. Now, when I talk about the LTs as a tire for a truck, you have to have those if you're going to be towing. It's going to be a lot more durable. You can do a lot more things. You can go a lot more places. The sidewalls are going to be thicker, so you're not going to have to worry about puncturing a tire going over a rock. I don't know how many people I heard at RTR and out in the desert that hit a rock and their tire blew out. There's so many of them. So that's why I'm doing the LTs. And I will do a video on the new tires when I get them on the truck, so that way you guys can see what the new tires are, what they look like. But they are going to cost more. The light truck tire or the 10 plies that I'm getting, they're a lot more expensive than a regular passenger tire. But the reason for that is you're going to need that, the durability of that thicker sidewall and the thicker shoe print of the tire is what they want to call it, because of the terrain you're going to be in. I'm sick of having flat tires. I've got a repair kit and I got plugs, and I've had to use like 3 plugs in one tire. I finally had to get rid of the tire because the tire was just no good anymore. I think I had a total of 3 plugs in that one tire. And you're asking for problems and you're asking for big trouble when you put more than 1 or 2 plugs in a tire. And I don't know about y'all, but this right here is my home. And if I'm being stupid about my home, I could lose my home behind my truck. And I don't want to do that. So I want to take every precaution I can. And if that means I have to spend a little extra on the right tires to get for my vehicle, then that's what I'm going to do. So I hope this has helped you. I don't know if it has. But like I said, I'll have these, if you have any questions on it, I actually went to Discount Tire online and looked it up for the light duty truck tires and everything else, and I will tell you right now, they are very helpful. And then a lot of people want to know, why are you going to Discount Tire? Why not Big O or something like that? I personally like Discount Tire only because they have over, I think it's like 950 stores nationwide. They have a place called Les Schwab that's out on the West Coast. And I'm sure, and I think I explained this in another video, that, you have different businesses that are going to be on different sides of the United States. You're going to have some on the West Coast, you're going to have some in the Midwest, and you're going to have some on the East Coast. And they might not all be the same. The main reason I went with Discount Tire is because, number one, the warranty on the tires is outstanding. Number two, they got free flat fixes. If anything happens to one of the tires, they will replace it. And they have free rotation and free checks. And there was something else. But I forgot what it was. But they're going to be, it's going to be, how do I say this? It's just going to be easier for me to go with Discount Tire because of their locations and their, and they're in almost, oh my God, I got the hiccups. They're almost in every town you go to. And it will help me out tremendously. So that way, if something does happen, or if I have an issue with the tire, then I can take it in there and then they can fix it. And then if I go, 10,000 miles, then they can rotate the tires for me. I don't have to do it anymore. So I think that would help out also, and make sure that you do get your tires rotated. That is very important. A lot of people forget that. Another thing you want to do is you always want to check your tire pressure. You want to do a walk around on your truck or your van or whatever you're in before you take off. Number one and main most important, your tire pressures are what keeps you on the road. If you have an inaccurate tire pressure on one of your tires, you could actually get a blowout. I will try to find, before I post this, I will try to find a picture of like a tire that's underinflated and what happens, a tire that's overinflated and what happens. I'll try to find a picture of that, and I will post it, and hopefully I will post it, and it should be right about here, right about now. And I will make sure that I get that up, because you want to keep your tire pressures accurate as possible. I try to check my tire pressures about every other day. I know it's kind of a little overkill, but I do check my tire pressures every other day because I want to be safe. I want to make sure that I'm running the pressure that I'm supposed to be running. I know that the LT tires, the 10-ply, they run 50 PSI, or 50 pounds in each tire. They're not the normal passenger tires, because I think normal passenger tires run 35. So you want to double check your tire pressure. Now there's going to be a little spot on the side of the tire that's going to tell you what your PSI is going to be cold. And it will say 35 PSI cold or 50 PSI cold, and it's in little print on the sidewall of your tire. You definitely want to check that every time to make sure that you got the right pressure. With my memory the way it is, and I forget, I go out and I double check because sometimes I forget. And since I got two passenger side tires, or two passenger tires on the front of my truck, and I got two LTs on the back right now, I have two different pressures. So, and I have to make sure I remember the front's 35, the back is 50. That is really complicated, and that's another reason why I can't wait to get all four LTs. Now, I did find out there is an 8-ply tire, but according to Tire Discount, they are very, very, very hard to find. They're not very easy. And they are a little more expensive of the way I understood it. I could be wrong about this, but he said the 8-plies are a little more expensive because they're more of a rare tire. 10-plies are probably one of the best tires you can get your hands on. And that's what I'm going with. I want that durability, and they are guaranteed for 55,000 miles. So that's a good deal. So if I can get 55,000 miles guaranteed out of those tires, I'm going to be a happy camper. So, no pun intended. But I hope this has helped, and I hope you've learned something, and I want you all to have a pudding-tastic day. If there's any questions or any comments, or let me know what you're driving, and let me know if you have passenger tires or if you have light-duty truck tires. But you got to take into consideration of all the weights that you're going to be having in your vehicle, whether it be a regular minivan or a minivan, a built-out van, a truck that you're towing a trailer with, or a truck with a camper on the back. You have to have those LTs, because if you don't, your tread's going to go quicker, and they're not going to be as durable on the desert roads like what we're on all the time. So, and I know I kind of run on a little bit, and I said that once before, so, oh well. Anyway, have a great day, have a pudding-tastic day, and I will have, you'll see. Next clip is coming up, and I think you'll like it. Anyway, y'all have a great day. Y'all, I'm out here at my truck, and I'm going to turn the camera around, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about for the tires. These tires are on the front of my truck. You can see the tread starting to get down there. I mean, there's still some decent tread left on it, but it's like 30%, if not less. And then if you look right here, I don't know if you can see this, but right here it says P265/70R17. Okay, these are passenger tires. Now, I'm going to walk back here. I'm going to show you this. Now, if you look at the grip of the tires, or the grip and the tread and everything on the back of these are Goodyear Wrangler, and I got these for 50 bucks. And I'm hoping you can see this, but this says LT 265/70R17. So these are the light truck tires. And these have got shield technology, so these are 10-ply tires. The ones up front are not. And I just wanted you guys to see that so you knew. These are 35 pounds. Those are 50 pounds. And those are the ones I need for all the way around my truck. And yeah, it's going to give me a little bit harder of a ride, but I still think it'll work out a lot better, because then my tread won't wear out as bad. What up? Alright, y'all, guess what time it is? Oh, you already know, it is school time with Puddin', an educational class. So today, we got some words for you, and we'll have to see how this goes, because a couple of them are a couple doozies. Alright, first word is detail. Detail. I found the worst way to pick up a cat was by detail. Butterfly. Sorry, I'm already laughing about this one. Butterfly. Didn't want to embarrass her, but her fly was open and you could see her giblets. Oh, God. Now I can't even stop laughing. Maiden. Maiden. I don't like buying anything from Walmart because it's all made in China. Tell me that ain't the truth. I hate going to hell. And if I ever reference hell, if y'all ever hear me say hell, it's my reference to Walmart. So I have to go to hell. So when you hear me say that, I'm going to Walmart. Fourth word and last one for the day. Owl. You know, hoo-hoo, owl. Oh. How we gonna get in when the door's locked? I don't get it. And another thing I wanted to bring up, I don't know if y'all ever seen this or heard me say this anymore, but the days of the week is supposed to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I don't say it that way. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I say it with an E instead of an A. Just so y'all know. And that's something a little that I do. And I know y'all hear different words coming out, or I actually say them differently than I should. But that's just the crazy man coming out of me. So, you know me, I'm a little crazy. Woo! Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Be safe, love one another, and please live life to the fullest, because you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, and you don't know if you're going to be here. So take care of one another. God bless. I love each and every one of you. Whether you give me a good comment or a bad comment, I don't care. I love everybody. Y'all be safe, be good. And until next time, have a pudding-tastic afternoon. Yeah. Wabam.
Just a good old boy, never meaning no harm. Beats all you never saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they was born.